Welcome to the Insert Name show. Today we'll be talking about the growing frustration among U.S. truck drivers who have been fighting for federal action to address what they say are deteriorating working conditions, decreasing pay, and rampant fraud. Caleb Fernandez, a long-distance truck driver since 2017, shared his experience of often spending hours waiting to load or unload his truck's cargo without getting paid, and how waiting just a couple of hours can wreck his entire schedule and waste his time without him getting compensated for it. On May 1st, a group of about 75 truck drivers held a protest outside the U.S. Department of Transportation offices in Washington, D.C. to demand action on wage theft in the form of a lack of overtime pay and unpaid wait times for delivering or taking unloads, and a lack of transparency of freight bills, all of which have contributed to cuts in drivers' compensation. The group claims that they have yet to see any positive movements from the DOT even after meeting with senior officials in 2021 as part of Joe Biden's trucking action plan. When adjusted for inflation, average pay for a truck driver in U.S. in 1980 was about $110,000 annually, compared to about $48,000 today. So this has been a long and continuous battle of truck drivers advocating for better complaints that eventually have ended up unheard. Another worsening issue for truck drivers is the double broker fraud, which is when false identities are used to bid on loads from customers. They take the fee and then post the load again, leaving a legitimate broker or company to fulfill the shipment they ultimately aren't paid to do. TriumphPay, a carrier payments platform, has estimated that at least $500 million to $700 million of shippers' and brokers' freight payments are going to double brokers annually. Also, truck drivers don't get paid for their layover times for overnight hauls, which has decreased in years, down from $500 to $1,000 to $250 or less, and brokers often blackball or push drivers out for requesting to see freight bills as to avoid any pushback or criticism of seen costs. Ray Randall and William McElvey, two longtime truck drivers, shared these problems faced by truck drivers, as well as the lack of ability to seek rest or relax due to longer hours in a job that's seen very little improvement in pay, overtime, and paid wait time in the last few decades. This is something that corporations and others have used their strong arms and intimidation tactics to overrule and overpower the working men and women in the industry. That's it for today. Let us know your thoughts on this issue, and we'll see you next time on Insert Name show.